You have to be ready to love at any time. Ready love means being ready at any time, ready to go, ready to love. So how to be ready at any time? Just dress up a little bit when you go out every day. Don't let yourself go out in a sloppy manner, right? The same applies to men and women, especially when boys and girls are dating. What men wear is much more important than what women wear. Women will judge whether a man is worthy of entrusting his life to based on his clothes. Because you know that when women get married, women have been facing much greater risks than men in giving birth since ancient times in primitive society. So women's strategy is always to choose carefully. So it is worthwhile for men to wear more expensive clothes. That is, you need to wear good quality and expensive clothes. It is especially good to wear good clothes. For men, a woman's physical appearance and body shape seem to carry more weight, meaning that even if a woman is wearing inexpensive clothing, as long as she looks appealing, it does not matter. However, men should be dressed in high-quality clothes and be prepared always. If you want to create a connection with someone in this regard, is it possible? Absolutely. The key technique to achieve this is through eye contact. That is, when two people are chatting, if the eye contact time is only 30% to 60%, it is not enough, and it is impossible to arouse the spark of love. So if you like someone, you must stare at him straight in the eyes, and look at him for more than 75% of the time, and make eye contact with him. This kind of eye contact and long gaze can create an atmosphere of love. Okay, this is the first trick. You have to learn to use eye contact. The method is that you stare at him first, and then after you look at him, he will feel embarrassed and look away. But if he looks away, if he looks back at you within 45 seconds, it means he doesn't hate you. Then you can chat with him, a simple opening. At this time, don't become too conceited. Just ask some simple questions. Hey, can you take a photo for me? Don't you realize that taking photos is the best excuse to strike up a conversation? This is the most direct way of communication, right? Then just chat about the weather, what happened recently. Yes, you can chat about anything. So this simple opening is enough, because the other party knows very well that you just want to talk to me. And as for women, there is actually a number that more than 2/3 of romantic encounters are initiated by women. It is that women are more likely to initiate this kind of affair. The way for women is very simple. Just look at him and smile. There is a series of actions here, and this book summarizes how women can successfully launch the first wave of attack. To look at him quickly, glance at him, and then dance alone to the music. Then looking directly at him and stroking her hair. Then stare at him for a long time. Then accidentally bump into him. Then nod to him, point to a chair, and invite him to sit over. This is a bit aggressive. Then she tilted her head to touch her exposed neck, licked her lips excessively when she made eye contact, and then dressed in the mirror, made eye contact with him from time to time, and walked beside him in an exaggerated way, asking him to do something for you and so on. Women have many ways to attract men's attention. In the whole process of two people starting to chat, there was a scientist who spent 2 years in a bar to observe the body language of men and women in the bar after they started chatting. In the end, they concluded that what kind of body language rhythm is right. The steps are as follows. The first step is non-verbal signals, which is what we call eye contact, right? Then the bodies start to get close, walk together, and then talk to each other and simply chat. Then turn around and turn the upper body first, turn the head and talk again, and then turn the lower body. Then in the end, the two people sit together with their knees touching. Well, when two people sit down face to face and chat, the next step is slight physical contact. For example, while talking, they will put their hands on each other's hands for a while. It's not a long-term contact, but a light touch between lovers, or a girl taking a thread off a boy, etc. Then at this time, you will find that the two people are very tacit in talking. Therefore, when you start to have your first contact with your favorite person, remember the word soften, soften. What is soften? The first word is smell, which means you must first learn to smile. The second word is open, which means you must be able to face the other person and open your body to talk to the other person. Then forward means leaning forward, because you know that in human body language, leaning far back means dislike, and leaning forward means like. Okay, forward and touch means accidentally touching from time to time, and I means making eye contact. The last one is called nod, which means nodding. When the other person is talking, You should nod more to him. This way you can make the other person chat with you. Many people who are just starting out don't know what to talk about, right? I've seen many people say that they don't know how to talk to girls, and they feel like they have no topics to talk to. At this time, you need to learn one thing. It is to find the cherry in the conversation. What is the cherry in the conversation? For example, if you ask him, "Oh, it's raining," and the girl casually says, "Yeah, it's raining. Fortunately, this is better for plants," right? What is a cherry? Why did he mention plants? He mentioned plants, which means he wants to talk about plants. So at this time, you can ask him, "Hey, you must have a lot of flowers at home," right? Then start talking to him about plants. Or he talks about vacation, or he talks about the internet, but girls usually don't talk about the internet very often. In short, he mentions a word that you think is very unexpected. If you continue the conversation along this word, this may be what he wants to talk about, because the subconscious mind will bring this thing out. This is called picking cherries. After picking this cherry, you can have a deep chat with her. In this process, you need to learn a skill called our expression method. At the end of the conversation, you may inadvertently say some words like "we." "Oh, we should really go there. We should really go play together. We should really do this and that. We should really leave this and that." This is the "we" expression. This "we" expression will give the other person a feeling that the two of you are already very familiar with each other. Then you can also share some simple private secrets. In this process, don't share too much. Don't talk about how you evaded taxes and were caught by the police and detained for more than 10 days. That's too scary. Don't mention being divorced twice, right? Reveal some personal secrets. For example, "My face is very oily and it is very troublesome every time I move." I like to share such simple personal secrets. This is the first step. In fact, it is the first contact. The goal and task of the first contact is to make the other party not hate you and then be willing to leave a phone number with you.